Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for in returns for you guys to smash that like button, and if it's your first time here, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so you don't miss a single video and you're up to date on our chart analysis here with 42 Vision. So here we are with XAIR Beyond Air Inc. Now, the stock's earnings is set to be released today, but the stock is running, right? It has nothing to do with correlation to the earnings. Right now, this is making it very risky, but something to be aware of, and it's super important. This is what we strive for, opportunities up into the opening bell, but this one's a little bit in reverse, right? This is happening at the end of the day, and I'm looking at this as a possible opportunity if it rolls over into tomorrow and the earnings do not destroy the real reason has obtained this momentum. We're going to look at this article together here. It received FDA approval, and I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts, how I feel about it, and why this is super important to be watching it. But this is something to be traded, right? Not something to be held or anything long term, in my opinion. Again, nothing here is financial advice. That's just the way I would approach it. My opinions and perspective alone. And we're looking at the charts together with 42 Vision in every single video. But this is something I would go ahead and trade. I don't have high conviction in it. It is just based off the momentum. And the big question mark is, could this momentum go into tomorrow? And we're going to break it down in today's video. So the home runs of the day were spectacular, beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord and getting connected over to 42 Vision indicators and our bots. So these are the stocks I mentioned this morning. All three of them gave jumps of 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and that was AGRX. And this stock was in the pre-market sitting sideways under a bear indicator towards the bell, shifted back up after the bell into strength, got that bull indicator and full strength on 42 Vision, giving a highest point of possibility of 70% plus, guys. We strive for opportunities like these every single day. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord and our 42 Vision indicator and our bots as well. We just released our Apple bot this week. Since 10 a.m. it sent us out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward the stock continued to pull downwards and puts were up 100% plus at the highest point of possibility, guys. Once again, you gain access to the Discord, our bots, and the 42 Vision indicators, and you can receive the clarity and edge that it brings over the charts. Once again, that link is down below in the description to the Discord and 42 Vision indicators. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with XAIR Beyond Air Inc. Now you're getting a little bit of insight and kind of a sneak peek of my thought process on anything that I would go ahead and trade and not have high conviction in, because right now I found this out later as I'm doing this video, as soon as this actually came out, and this stock has ran, I mean, in the last 5 minutes to 15 minutes, all of this, right? As soon as I started doing the video, all of this took off. I mean, this was the 5-minute bar here, the next one, the next one. I mean, this was just 10 to 20 minutes ago. All of this has been running and up at these levels. So on the 5-minute, you could see how things are looking. On the 1-minute, it's pulling back. So you could see how risky it is just based off of how fast it went up, how fast it's coming down, and we're going to break down, again, my thought process and what I'm going to be looking for here within this chart, because in the history of the chart, there's some key levels, and how fast it's coming back down is going to either signify if there could possibly be some strength or not, right? So we're going to zoom back out to the 30-minute. I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 Vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, and our newly released Tesla bot, so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So if you look at XAIR, it was under a bear indicator and on 42 vision from the rip area to the dip area. It did a full transition today, and you could also see here that extra layer of confirmation on this bear indicator, right, within the move. Now, into the aftermarket hours, it got this bull indicator, and as soon as this news came out, if we go right back to the 1 minute bar, you could see that within 1 minute, it went from 580s all the way up to 746. A bear indicator already has popped up in the volatility. If I pull up the 5 minute, it still hasn't shifted into a bear indicator, and it's going to be important to see if this bull indicator holds up and rolls over into tomorrow, okay? This is why I'm sharing with you guys my thought process and how I look at the 42 vision indicators to maximize on opportunities in a real scenario. So we need to talk about this news, okay? It came out today right after the closing bell, and it says here Beyond Air's Lung Fit PH receives FDA approval to treat term and near-term neonates, right? I believe that's how you go ahead and pronounce it, with hypoxic respiratory failure. So this is something that has been in clinical stages of its medical device, and it's a biopharmaceutical company focused on developing inhaled nitric oxide for the treatment of patients with respiratory conditions. Now, anything that has to do with serious lung infections and so forth is what they focus on. And this FDA approval is a big step for the company. And when it comes to FDA approvals, I always think about how this is a breakthrough innovation of also how treatment is going to be actually used and approached in the future. So right now, the stock is in the middle of earnings being released today, right? You could see it there. Their next earnings is today. That's probably already hurting the momentum. And this news came out at the same time. So going into tomorrow, what would I be watching? Well, the first thing is this bull indicator did not get canceled out on the 30 minute or on the 15 minute, right? The bars are kind of sideways here. And then on the 5 minute, you could go ahead and see that even though there's a little bit of more volatility, if this bear indicator pops up, we want the green bars to stay. We do not want them to shift into dark green with red borders or red bars, okay? That would signify further weakness. So on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, things are pulling down and they need to try and find support. It's trying to hold itself above $7 so far, but it did hit a low here so far of $6.98. So that's the first support level I'm watching. The second one is down here at $6.67. Below that would be around $6.50 to $6.40. I'll be watching that going into tomorrow's pre-market and if this news starts rolling around. A lot of people aren't aware of it yet, and the stock is moving pretty fast in today's aftermarket hours. Doesn't signify or guarantee it's going to move like that tomorrow, but what we need to see is for it to stay above $7, right? That's what I'm liking to see. Doesn't mean that that's what needs to happen to actually guarantee any move to the upside or downside. I could be completely wrong, right? As I stated earlier, this is not financial advice. I am just sharing my opinions and perspective alone. And this is pretty big news when you look at it from the FDA approval standpoint and how treatment is going to go ahead and be delivered moving forward. This is a big move for this company overall. Now, when you look at the upside though, the highest point was $8.24. That is a key resistance level when you look at it from the history of the chart, where the last bear indicator popped up in April 25th at around $8.20, 30 cents give or take. We definitely want to see this stock break above that and reach newer highs. And if that's accomplished, the next resistance level is up here near $9.35, $9, okay? Those are the key things I'm going to be looking at the end of this aftermarket hours if it closes above 7 and if it stays above the support levels of 667, 650 mark in tomorrow's pre-market. And if it's pulling upwards, I would like to see it break above the 820s and go up towards $9. This is going to be a very interesting stock. Many people are probably going to start talking about it tomorrow. This news just came out today. But if earnings does crush the momentum, then it's something I probably will disregard if it breaks below 650 and quickly goes down to lower levels. Even if it has a bounce back up, I will probably be disregarding it. But these levels are looking very interesting. It's trying to have some strength. And what's very interesting above all else is how fast it moved in just a few minutes. And in 1 minute bar, it went from 580 all the way to 750, guys. That's what caught my attention. I quickly started doing research, came across this information. And if they repeat this article tomorrow, that's going to make it even more interesting on how this may move going into tomorrow's trading day. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.